Hey guys, welcome to the Massive Iron Channel. I'm Steve Shaw. In this video, I'm going to put to death GOMAD, or a gallon of milk a day. Before I get into that topic, if you have any questions or comments, drop them down below. The best topic ideas I turn into videos just like this. If you need a bench press workout, if your bench press sucks, I put together a new 6-week cycle. You can check it out below. All right, GOMAD, a gallon of milk a day. It's been used forever, advocated over the years by various coaches and strength coaches, and as a cure for underweight guys, way to rapidly gain weight. And by drinking a gallon of milk a day, you could also rapidly gain strength. Now, I'm going to bring up a few points, talk about GOMAD a little bit, what I think about it, and why I think it should be put to death. I mean, before I jump into things, I really think if you want to add calories to your diet, and I'm going to dive into that in a little bit, it's better to not blow out your intestines in your shithole by drinking a gallon of milk a day. And instead, if you need to eat calories, if you're a hard gainer, and I'm going to get into the rate of weight gain, what is sane, it's better off adding foods that have a little bit more taste, things that aren't going to blow out your O-ring and have you on the toilet shitting all the time, or in gastrointestinal distress or stomach distress. What am I talking about? Well, when you cook veggies or whatever, you can add a little olive oil, a little bit of butter. In your protein shake, you can add an ounce or two of heavy cream. That'll add some quality calories. To your meals, you could add sour cream, you could add cheese, you could have avocado. There's some really quality ways to increase your calorie intake without going the GOMAD route. You can even add nuts and seeds, which are very calorie dense and aren't as tedious as GOMAD. So I got some notes here, and I want to go over them as always. So for those of you that aren't familiar with GOMAD, a gallon of milk, let's start with the basics. A gallon of milk, or a gallon, has 128 ounces of milk. If you have a gallon of whole milk, that's going to add 2,304 calories to your daily diet. So each day you're on GOMAD, you're basically adding 2,300 calories a day. So over half your food intake likely is going to be from milk. If you have 2%, you're looking at more like 1,984 calories. So you're saving almost 350 calories. It doesn't really matter at that point. I mean, there's not a huge calorie difference. So in the past, GOMAD has been associated with rapid weight gain. Generally, when we think of GOMAD, or a gallon of milk a day, we're looking at adding 30 to 40 pounds anywhere from a span of 3 to 12 months. It depends on the individual, their metabolism, etc. But generally, it's something that's advocated for rapid weight gain and rapid strength gain, and you generally see it about 30 to 40 pounds of weight gain over 3 to 12 months. Now, is that a good rate of weight gain? Well, let's consider just the case of the skinny guy. Because if you aren't the skinny guy, if you are at more of a normalized weight and a more normalized metabolism, if you get on GOMAD, you're just going to turn into a fat ass. And this is really ridiculous. If you're going to chase strength through pounding calories, you know, you're a fool. Let's just establish that. We don't need to get fat and unhealthy while chasing strength. We should be more slow and steady. So let's look at the case of a skinny guy, and I'm going to use some generic numbers. If you're 5'6", a skinny guy might be around 120 pounds. 5'8", 130 pounds. 5'10", 140 pounds. And 6 foot, 150 pounds. Somewhere in that ballpark, give or take 10 pounds. This might be a good person, a good candidate for GOMAD. Now, is adding 30 to 40 pounds in the next 3 to 12 months good for this individual? No, because look at the 5'10" individual. They're going to go from like 140 to 170 in a year. And a lot of that is going to be blubber. Yes, some of the weight is going to be normalizing your body. You're a little bit underweight. So you're a little bit underweight in everything from your bones to your muscle, your overall muscle, you're just a little bit underweight everywhere in the human body. So some of that's just going to be normalization weight, if that makes sense. But a lot of it is just going to encourage unwanted fat gain. Now, if you're in the gym training properly, and this is a big caveat because a lot of folks don't train properly, that's why GOMAD turns into a big blubber fest. If you are training properly, and let's assume that, what is a good rate of weight gain? Well, if you're one of the individuals I talked about earlier, the 120 to 150 pound, 5'6" to 6 foot tall individual, first year, I would recommend no more than 20 pounds. Second year, no more than 15. And third year, no more than 10. That's a 45-pound gain. Now, the 5'10" guy would come out of the end of this 3-year extravaganza of eating weighing 185 pounds. They've trained hard and heavy for 3 years, and they're going to look pretty damn good. 185 pounds with 3 years of lean muscle mass accumulation. You're not going to be a tubbleard, right? You're not going to be a big, juicy fat ass. You should have quite a bit of muscle mass. On the other hand, if you gain more rapidly than that, if you get impatient, you're probably going to end up a little bit heavier and a little bit fatter. The 5'6" individual adding 45 pounds, they're going to come out at like 5'6", 165. The 6 foot tall guy that is 6 foot 150 would come out close to 6 foot 195. This is a good quality rate of weight gain. Now, somebody's going to ask, what if you're training for a sport and you really need to get up to speed more quickly? You know what? Unless you are a top tier athlete, I wouldn't recommend gaining weight more rapidly than this. I really wouldn't. 3 years is a good plan. 3 years is a good strategy. You can accomplish a lot. That gives you time to get your head out of your ass and figure out your training. That gives you time to watch every video I've ever made so you understand what good training is. So I wanted to make this video because GOMAD has been floating around the industry for a long, long time, and I'm calling for it to be put to death. We do not need to gain, and we're smarter than we used to be. We do not need to gain 30 to 40 pounds in a short span of time. It is better to have a longer-term approach, not just for a strength-building standpoint, but also for a muscle-building standpoint and a health standpoint. If you are interested in strength, one might say, you can gain a lot of strength rapidly using GOMAD. Yes, you can, but you're going to shoot your load right away. A slow, sustained rate of weight gain is a lot better for strength gains over the long run than getting fat really, really quickly. One of the biggest mistakes I made, and if I had to go back and change one thing, knowing what I know now, is at the age of 18, I would have had a slower, more sustained rate of weight gain so I could have a better shot at accumulating more strength over a longer period of time. So for those of you that say you can accumulate a lot of strength really rapidly on GOMAD, yes, but you're going to be you're going to walk out of at the end of that short journey being a little bit fat. And if you continue to want to build strength and add weight, you're just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. So that argument doesn't stand for me. And as far as long-term strength, we have to consider building muscle. Building muscle at a slow, sustained rate over 3 years is going to put you in the position after 3 years to have the potential for more muscle mass or potential for more strength. The more muscle base you have, the better potential for strength you have. So it is a win-win. Over the course of 3 years, slow, steady weight gain is building muscle, creating potential for strength gains, and you're in a calorie surplus for a longer period of time and not turning into a fat ass. So I see no reason not to put to death GOMAD. Let me know what you guys think. Drop a comment down below. So guys, hope this video has been of some help. If you have any questions or comments, drop them down below. If you made it this far in this video and have yet to subscribe to my channel, please do. I'd appreciate the support. So guys, as always, thanks for watching. Have a great day.